Cheap Shot, the name of that one. It's the October Accord right here on the Tony Jones Show. The newest release, the new EP from the October Accord, came through the studio. It is incidentally called Cheap Shot of the Year. You heard two off of that. Take Me Back, the first one we heard, and then the signature track you just heard, Cheap Shot. It's the October Accord. You heard it here first on the Tony Jones Show, online at tonyjones.org. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, and all day the engagement happens on the almighty Twitter. And in full disclosure, I will admit that I am a Twitter stockholder, but not enough to make any real money off of it. So I organically
you don't
love
get paid
Twitter.
tweet.
I'd be raking in some dough. I wouldn't be drinking cheap beer if that was the case. And we're talking a little bit about this good old-fashioned protest that's going to happen Monday in Providence, Rhode Island. Now, of course, we're not soapboxers here. We're not preachers here. We suggest that you make your own decision, look at both sides, and if you're with us, if you're on our side, there's an opportunity. I'm sitting here with Dave from the Coalition. There's an opportunity on Monday, Dave, to get out and get involved and make a little noise, right?
Yeah, have your voice heard, and that's really what this all has been about. We feel like the public is largely shut out of a lot of these kind of shady, nefarious deals that go down. They get held in closed meetings behind closed doors, and frankly, we take it on the chin most times that happens. And I think the people of Rhode Island have just said enough is enough. So you want to promo our Facebook page here. So if you go to our Facebook page at the Coalition, which is the Coalition Talk Radio on Facebook, and just scroll down a couple of posts there, you'll see a post from an event called Oppose Crony Capitalist Stadium Welfare.
That sounds like Mike Rollins writing to me.
That is exactly who started that, and Mike was nice enough to start the group and kind of handed off the management of it to us, and we've been out there pushing it hard at people. So, all the information is there. This protest is going to take place at 315 Iron Horse Way in Providence.
And for our local music scene folks, that's right down the street from Simon's 677 on Valley Street.
Yeah, and there actually used to be another little bar.
Not too far from the old living room.
Yep.
Not the Big
right
Bubble
the
living room,
the
last living room.
So it's just off Valley Street in Providence. So if you know kind of the west side of, that side of Atwell's.
Or if you've been following the news where the most recent stabbings were.
If you set your GPS to Providence stabbings, you'll get there. So 315 Iron Horse Way. The meeting, like we said, has been open to the public, but they will not be taking any public comment. So we can see what the proposal is, but we won't be able to say anything. And but our goal is to have plenty of people outside willing to stand up and say something. So
are you suggesting that people go into the meeting en masse, or is you kind of have your own program?
I don't think there'll be enough room in the meeting room to really accommodate what we're hoping is going to be quite a few people showing up. So what I volunteered to do, Pat and I will be performing as MCs at this protest. We also have set up and are getting ready to send out a press release, a press conference for. Folks, when I tell you that we have a diverse group of people. It doesn't get much more diverse than this. So we have, let's see here, from the Rhode Island Tea Party, we have Mike Poyana from the RI Tea Party. We have, who else do we have here? Andrew Posner from the Capital Good Fund, Monique Chartier from the RI Taxpayers Association, Greg Garrett from the Green Party of Rhode Island, Fred Ordonez from Direct Action for Rights and Equality, Lauren Nidell from the Rhode Island Progressive Democrats, Senator Elaine Morgan, who is a liberty-leaning Republican from District 34, and just signing on recently is Gina Catalano, who is the spokesperson for the chair of the Rhode Island GOP. So it doesn't get any more politically diverse than
people that would just slaughter each other in any other situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And, and a lot of us, from both sides spend a lot of our time doing that. It's just kind of trying to knock down the other guy. But this issue has really brought both sides together, and I think it's going to open people up. We hear a lot of times in Rhode Island that these progressive Democrats that are ruining everything. Well, I got news for you, folks. The progressives are on 100% on the right side of this issue. It's the old boy network machine Democrats that frankly run our entire state.
The powdery wigs, as I like to call them.
Yeah, these are the pinky ring guys.
The upper
crust. The guys that watch Goodfellas and aspire to be that. And it's time for us to say enough is enough. So we're asking folks to come on down 315 Iron Horse Way, just off Valley Street in Providence, 3:45 p.m. on Monday. Get out there, shake your fist, bring a sign, bring your kids. We're going to be there. We're going to be loud, like we say on the Coalition, loud and proud. And we are civilly disobedient radio, and we want you to be too, because that's your right and your responsibility as far as I'm concerned.
And we talk a lot on this show about social media and alternative media and the things that are coming in the next few years, and I think this is kind of one of those organic things that sprouted up that would not have been possible without alternative media and social media. You wouldn't have been able to get traction on something like this in years past, going through the traditional outlets.
Well, and it's a beautiful thing because when we first started this, we put a page up on our website, on the Coalition website, called Fight the Stadium, and it was simply a list of phone numbers and a script. Hi, my name is such and such. I live in your city/town. This is what I want to say. I'm opposed to this deal. This is nothing but corporate welfare. And I've been opposed to these kind of crony capitalist deals forever and ever. And one of the most infuriating things to me is, I see a lot of folks who, especially on the right of the political spectrum, who continually demonize social welfare programs. And when you look at them in toto, the money that we spend locally, statewide, and nationally on subsidizing huge corporations that frankly don't need the money far outweighs what we're paying for these social programs. But I think the difference is, people see those social programs every day. You see those posts on Facebook. Oh, the lady in line at the supermarket who used her EBT card was talking lobster on her iPhone 6. Oh, she was buying lobster. And, and I understand it's frustrating to see that, because then you're actually you're seeing somebody waste your tax dollars for the most part. But, when the oil and gas industry in the United States gets $400 billion with a B, in subsidies every single year, do you honestly think Texaco and ExxonMobil and National Grid and all these companies need those kind of subsidies?
As our friend P.O. Taxpayer likes to say, small government for thee, but not for me.
But not for me, right. So, and they rant and rail. And what makes this entire, the fact that anybody in our government even entertained this outrageous proposal from Jim Skeffington is at a time when we're proposing massive cuts to our Medicaid program here in the state to the tune of $85 million. We're coming off this pension settlement that has basically robbed retirees in this state of millions and millions of dollars in contractually obligated retirement payments. I mean, when you retire, the retirement deal that you have with your union when you retire stays in effect for the length of your retirement. And here we are, trying to say that, you folks have to give it up. You folks have to share the burden. And then to turn around and even entertain the idea of spending $120 million in taxpayer dollars over the course of 30 years, an entire generation, is just repugnant to me.
And if it wasn't for alternative media and social media, in my opinion, it would have been just another backroom deal.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing from Skeffington and the folks in the General Assembly and the governor's office is they hear this public outcry, and man, we try not to foment outrage over at the Coalition, but there's no putting a leash on this thing, man. People are absolutely out of their minds blowing up crazy about this.
Unfortunately, we have to hold it there. Dave, I want to thank you for swinging by.
Thanks so much for having me, Tony.
In
I
Rhode
really appreciate
Island,
it.
Dave drove from Woonsocket to West Warwick, which in Rhode Island is actually an overnight. He got a hotel room tonight.
I packed a lunch. It's a little cooler out in the car.
6-pack of Gansett. So if you want to get caught up, go to coalitionradio.us. Go to facebook.com/The Coalition Radio, and on Twitter at @coalition_radio. Of course, TonyJones.org, RIFreeRadio.org. I would be remiss if I didn't leave you with a little bit more rock and roll. Local music, of course. We're going to hear from the unfortunately now defunct but always fantastic Ghouls Night Out. And this is a song called Bully. You heard it here on the Tony Jones Show. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out on iTunes, on Spreaker, and wherever you can stream content. Bye, everybody. Bye.
I love that your body's in the bun. The crabs eat your face by dawn. I love that you've been stabbed more than once. I'm so glad that